I just now saw this video again, and I see it all the time, and I hear it all the time. It says Jesus is coming back. Jesus is returning. My question is this here. What is he coming for? Why is he returning? I don't understand, what is Jesus returning for? What is the return going to do? Of course, I go deep and I want to know why Jesus allowed so much to happen to return to do what? Can Jesus fix everything that has happened? Can he overturn everything that has happened? Can he undo everything that has happened? Is he coming to tell us why it happened? What is the return about? What is he coming to hug us? Is he coming to show us that he's going to chastise the wicked? I want to know. I just want y'all to let that sizzle in your spirit. They keep saying Jesus is coming back and Jesus return. Where has Jesus been? That somebody is assured there's going to be a return. So if they are assured there's going to be a return, then they got to know where Jesus is at right now. They are in contact with Jesus right now to know that Jesus is coming back, and to know where Jesus is at, to know that Jesus is coming back, because only Jesus would have told them, I'm going to return. I'm going to come back again. So in knowing where he at and that he's going to return, well, why don't they ask him other questions on how can we stop the abuse? How can we stop the unbalanced? How can we stop the unjust? How can we stop the wicked? How can we stop our people from being destroyed for the lack of knowledge? How can we stop pastors from lying to people? How can we stop the teachers from teaching foolery in the school? How can we stop the government from being corrupt? Let it sizzle in your spirit. This is how we wake up. Why is Jesus taking so long? Do Jesus have the ability to see all? So in other words, Jesus see it and he ain't doing nothing about it. He don't care. Is Jesus an all-loving God? Because you can't see your all-loving God and see all of this happening in your world and don't do nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? If we would just ask question everything. Everything. The spell would be broken. This is why they had to use the spirit of fear. So that you would be put under a spell. If you tell a lie long enough, people believe the lie as truth. There's not a power for Jesus. Just let that sizzle. If Jesus was powerful, why didn't Jesus have the power to stop them from murdering, unaliving him? Jesus couldn't save his own self. So how can he come save the people? You see what I'm saying? You got to accept the truth of the stuff that they told us. Jesus couldn't even save his own self from being murdered. But we expect Jesus to save the whole world. You see what I'm saying? But he couldn't even save his own self. He let little old men unalive him. And them same little old devilish, dark, wicked men got the people believing that Jesus can come save them. The bottom line is, when you program, it means you have to reiterate a narrative. You have to say it to the person, to the people, to the masses, to the nation, over and over and over and over again. And so you're programming the unconscious, subconscious, to take that in. You see, anything you do for 21 days, it's a habit. 60, your program. Years, you're rewritten your pathology. Because everything that we already needed, wanted, and have is already within us. But nobody will ever. Have you ever had anybody teach us to go within, to meditate, and to just listen in quietness, in darkness? You see? Nobody teaching that. Everybody say, come here, listen to what I'm saying. Rah, 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 rah. So now you can't hear your own self. You can't hear that quiet voice. That spirit speak to you. And what people think and say about what you say about what the spirit said, that's not your business. But the thing about church folks, they don't want to believe in spirituality, but the people say they kidnapped us from somewhere. And they didn't know who we were. We've been around here all our lives, all these generations, without an identity. We was slaves, we was niggas, we was colors, we was blacks, we was Negroes, African Americans. So you see, they kept changing our identity. So why they kept doing that? So again, that's why it's not hard to believe spirituality could be our religion. You see what I'm saying? Because they done changed our name 9-11 times. But check this out. We the only ones. The colored folks, brown folks, chocolate folks, black folks, niggas, African Americans. We the only ones ethnicity keep changing. Why must they keep reiterating to us who we are? But when we say we are the chosen people, they don't want to hear us say that. When we say we are the Aboriginal indigenous people, they don't want to hear that. When we say we were here first, they don't want to hear that. How can they tell us who we are if they don't know who we are? They keep changing who we are. Why the pastors are allowing this? God ain't told pastors who we are. I thought they said God had chosen people. So pastor don't know who the chosen people are? Because they're chosen for a reason. He set them apart. What do you think they're chosen to do? Why did he choose them? Because he didn't choose everybody. He have a chosen people. You see? That's food for thought. And I'm just here to make people think. Why is he taking so long to come back again? Where is he coming from? What will he do when he get here? Why do he have to come here to do it? Why can't he do it from where he at, wherever that might be? I'm just giving you something to think about. You see? Because as long as we see it the way the narrative says to see it, we will never see anything else. We will never elevate, expand, grow, or evolve. Because we keep doing repetitious things, expecting something different. Now that's insanity. But me coming out of her, being not conformed to the patterns of this world, but renewing my mind, that's sane. That's sane. But repeating repetitious behaviors, repeating repetitious narrative, expecting something different, expecting something to change, that's crazy. That's the definition of insanity. So again, I'm just being led spiritually to help one, reach one, and teach one to think for yourself. You got a mind of your own. And if you think like Christ, Christ gonna give you some things that the white man never gave you. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Yes?